Hello and welcome back to Career Launcher. It's only 22 days more to go to CAT 2021, and people who feel that VARC is their section of strength feel it because RCs may be scoring to everyone, but verbal ability is an area where you can maximize your score. Not to forget that 5 of the questions out of 7 in verbal ability that appeared in CAT 2020 and even in the previous years were questions that for which you had to type in the answers. So these are essentially the questions in which there is absolutely no risk even if you attempt it, even if you get negative marks, right? But this is an area that you should really focus on to get to maximize your scores over and above whatever your scores are in the RCs area. So as a part of our daily practice questions and exercises that we have been sharing on YouTube for the last 45 days to CAT, in this particular video, you'll see Jijo take you through 2 questions that appeared in Countdown CAT 10.
Okay, let's look at the VA questions. My feeling is that you guys hurried with VA. This is my gut feeling, right? So I'm just having the feeling. Otherwise, you would have nailed. So it was not like the paragraph summary questions were tough. This particular question had 34%. In fact, a lot of you went for this 41%. So you'll have to look at what is the difference between these two things. So don't think as close answer choice. Okay, there's no idea of close answer choice. There is not something right or something wrong. Okay, that's it. So what you'll have to look when it comes to, especially when the answer choices are long, like this in this case, longer answer choices, you'd want to look for as a strategy, look for a ditch me strategy. In terms, you want to look for a problem, and if you don't see any problem, then put it on hold. If you see a problem, some problem must say that easy eliminate. So you can, so definitely is a problem. So I can eliminate answer choice. In some cases, you're doubtful, you're not sure whether that thing is a problem. You keep it on hold with saying that, okay, if I find something sort of better, I'm not too sure, but I believe that's a problem. Then in that case, you keep it on hold and check the other answer choices. Okay, let's look at what's going on here. Because of COVID-19, the skies are blue and our vision has improved. Do those assertions sound crazy? Well, they probably do, but they are logically justifiable. Author is basically saying that there are assertions which are logically justifiable. In an undoubted it is an undoubted scientific fact that one result of lockdown was a severe reduction in travel, both flights and on ground. As a result, pollution level had dropped significantly, and so sky is bluer than usual for a want of haze. Also, the lack of haze meant that we could look out of our bedroom window and see clearly to the horizon. So our vision has improved in the sense that we can see further than we used to. Okay, so author is now making a logical justification. The key thing is that there are certain arguments that are logically justifiable, and from here to here, author is giving reason as to why those things are logically justifiable. So basically, COVID happened, because of which the travel came down. So therefore, sky became bluer. So because of the fact of sky became blue, I think that we have our vision is improved. The vision being improved in the sense that I can see more stuff. So now, if you choose to be pedantic, it could be said that these are not caused by COVID-19. Pedantic. Pedantic. What is pedantic? Pedantic, sir. What is pedantic? Excessively concerned with minor details or rules. So if you're actually strict rules, you say that it could be seen that these are not caused by COVID, but a response. COVID did not make the sky blue, because our response to COVID is what happened. So it is not COVID creating the effect, but we responding to COVID, and then the effect is happening. But again you see the word but on the other hand, if COVID hadn't happened, our response of less traffic would not have happened. So the effects would not have happened. So the effects lie at the end of the chain of causation, which begins with COVID. So we did something. Our response is also an effect of the initial cause, which is COVID. COVID, in other words, without COVID, these things would not have happened. So it is legitimate to describe COVID in some sense the cause of these effects. So the whole thing is that author is trying to. This is taken from this Philosophy Now. It's a great site, by the way. It is a you can't. It's you have to pay for this magazine, but you get some free stuff. I think about 4 articles you can read. It's a great site to read. Okay, so this is the passage, right? Now let's look at the answer choices and see how do I look at this one. So when you're looking into your eyes, is saying that I want to find a flaw. I'm looking for a problem. I'm looking for an error. Okay, so that's what you should look at with paragraph summary. Look for error. Logically justifiable causation of COVID-19 being the cause of effect. Logically justifiable causation of COVID-19 being the cause of effect. That itself is such as sky being bluer than usual, an improvement in ability to see further than before, can be made using a non-linear causal chain. What is a non? So first of all, this non-linear is definitely a problem. This is the linear chain. A happened, then B happened, then C happened, then D happened. This is not a non-linear chain. Non-linear causal chain would be a chain where a cause would have had different effects and this would have created an effect. A linear chain would be this A happened, then B happened, and C happened. So the word non-linear would be definitely a rotten word, and this is something that you can eliminate. Now let's look at this particular answer choice, which is 41% is said. Skies are blue and our vision has improved. These assertions are logically justified. No, there is a problem. Okay, the assertion is not that skies are blue and our vision has improved. The assertion is that because of COVID, the skies are blue and our vision has improved. That is the assertion that is being made. Because of it is not like skies are blue. Nah. Vision improved. But these assertions logically justify. But okay, immediately you say that this is this itself is a problem, because this is not the assertion the author is saying. The author's assertion is COVID being the cause of these two things is logically justifiable. Since without COVID, it would not have been possible for these effects to happen. Therefore, COVID is a legitimate cause that created these effects. Another problem is the word legitimate. The use of the word legitimate is also creating an issue. Legitimate. Conforming to the law or to the rules. Lawful, justifiable. Something that can be proved. So what the author is saying here is in some sense, it is legitimate. So the word legitimate is mentioned here. Okay, so that is legitimate. Legitimate to describe COVID in some sense the cause of this effect. So this is saying that this is sort of taking the word. It is justifiable that COVID, at least in some sense, has created this effect. From there, it has moved to a little more definitive statement that COVID caused these things. These are caused by COVID. The skies are blue because of COVID. In some sense, the cause of this effect. The cause that created this effect. So another problem. In other words, they created this effect. Cause of this effect. The cause created this effect. The skies are blue. So the too many issues with answer choice number 2. Starting with, for example, this word itself. This itself is a problem. Okay, so let's keep it on hold. I think that this is not something that you'll outright reject. We'll keep it on hold. COVID-19 may have created some unintentional but pleasant. First of all, the word pleasant. That's what we think. Such as skies being bluer than before and our vision being better than before. And these can be attributed to a non-pedantic causal chain. What is a non-pedantic causal chain? That's another word. Non-pedantic causal chain. So that is using the word pedantic and attaching that with the causal chain that starts with COVID. Couple of issues with respect to the whole, but let's put it on hold again. There are a couple of issues with respect to this word pleasant and non-pedantic. So nowhere the author suggests that these are pleasant things, or somebody say that yeah, but it sounds pleasant, but author has not said it's pleasant consequence. And the word unintentional creates unintentional plus fair. Okay, so the non-pedantic is a different word. Okay, let's look at this one. Even though certain effects can be attributed to our response to COVID, That makes sense. Our response to COVID, certain effect can be attributed to our response to COVID, even though those responses would not have happened if not for COVID. So a logical justification therefore can be made that COVID, at least in some sense, is the cause of those effects. The only problem sort of with the answer choice is that this specific certain events are not mentioned, but so the certain means some specific effects. Though certain effects can be attributed to a response to COVID, those responses would not have happened if not for COVID-19. A logical justification therefore can be made that COVID-19, at least in some sense, is the cause of this. This has got every amazing things in this particular answer choice. I think the problem that people would have said is, but this is better. Look at this is better. This is use the word here. This is not giving the use. They're merely saying certain effects. I think that effect should be there. The author's purpose is basically saying that certain causal chain can be created without that initial thing directly being responsible for that effect. So that's what the author wants to say. But again, I'm saying that this skies are blue and our vision has improved is not the assertions that are logically justified. What is logically justified is COVID causing these two things. That was missing. And then of course there is non-pedagogical one. So that is why this answer choice number 4. I think 34% of them picked it. I think that people would have picked this if let's say if you have read it a little carefully. I think that you just were hurry reading it. So you read this one, you hurried to this one, this made sense, you just marked it, and then you already made up your mind, then you're going to answer choice 3. I want to go to the next one. That would have happened, feeling. Oh, we had some issues with these two one. So this particular question is about understanding what is the main point making here. Okay, delving into cockroach lore, our distaste for them goes way back. The ancient Egyptians fashioned spells imploring the ram-headed god Num to banish cockroaches in ancient Rome. Pliny the Elder wrote of the disgusting nature of those pests, and John Smith of James Bond complained of the ill-scented dung of the cockroach, which quickly took up residence throughout New World. So basically saying that our distaste to cockroaches goes way back. We don't like cockroaches, from ancient Egyptians to Rome to everywhere. By the 19th century, the handful of cockroach species that carved out a niche for themselves as pests had more or less achieved global domination. Yet, when you see the word yet, immediately eyes has to pop out and say whatever is going to come next is going to be the idea the author wants to say. Yet, however, these words are very important. Given what we know today, so it says, given the fact that we know to a lot of things, and then author is making a claim, logically it does not make sense to fear cockroaches. That is the claim. And the next thing that the author does from here to here is justifying that particular claim as to why it does not make sense to fear cockroaches. Unlike mosquitoes, ticks or fleas, roaches aren't disease vectors, and they do not feed directly on our blood, skin or fluids. So they are not disease vector, they don't carry diseases, they don't feed directly on our blood, they don't come and bite. Think about it, no? Cockroaches doesn't do anything. I always wonder why people kill cockroaches. I always wonder. So why do you kill it? You merely kill that particular creature because you don't like it, and you just kill it. But it carries diseases. We carry diseases. We are roaches these days. We carry COVID-19 and we give it to everyone. We kill people. But don't kill cockroaches. And the worst way people kill cockroaches is by that. So they have this treatment, right? So they put some liquid there, and you see these cockroaches die the most inhumane, painful death that ever could have happened. This is so like you actually see the cockroach. You should look at that creature and go, why would human beings or you do this thing? You really want to kill a cockroach? Just take one slipper and bang it. At least instant death. At least give the cockroach that much. Don't kill it, please. Mosquitoes, okay. Roaches? No. We don't go screaming when we see a mosquito, even though they are the world's deadliest animals. Yes, cockroaches wallow in filth, but a case of food poisoning is probably about as bad as it gets if one of those pest skitters across your slice of pizza a stroll to the park compared to malaria, yellow fever, or dengue fever. I think author is merely saying that they're not really bad. So the whole thing is about making this. So what I really wanted to see in the answer choice is that it does not logically make sense. Logically, it does not make sense to fear cockroaches. That's what I wanted to see. The fear of cockroaches is irrational. Perfect. It does not make sense logically. Irrational is illogical, right? Since they are in disease vector and they do not feed directly on our blood, skin, or fluid. Makes sense. Even though cockroaches are filthy, they should not be feared because it is not the world's deadliest animal. It's completely twisted. Saying that this is like saying just because it's not the deadliest animal, that's not the world's deadliest animal. The author has used saying that look, mosquito is the world's deadliest animal. You don't treat mosquito like that. Okay, let's look at this one. Our fear of cockroaches go way back to ancient globe, and those fears continue even to this day. Missed the point. Completely missed it. The point is that it merely tells something that is true statement, but is not capture the essence of the passage. Does not capture it. Although cockroaches may cause food poisoning, it does not make sense to fear them since they are not as deadly as mosquitoes. I think there you got the problem. There is a problem. The author's argument is not that look, it is less deadlier than mosquitoes, therefore logically you should not fear them. No, that's not the author's point. Author's point is they don't cause anything. They are not disease vector. They don't directly feed on blood. They on a blood, skin, or fluids. That is why it's irrational. And then the comparison of mosquitoes as an analogy talks about your fear is irrational in the sense that look, mosquitoes, you don't scream when you see a mosquito. Why would you scream when you see a cockroach? You don't scream at a deadliest animal. Why do you scream here? It's merely an analogy the author has used. The author is not making an argument that because it is not as deadly as mosquitoes, it should not be feared. That is the problem. And I think answer choice is the case is one. I truly believe this was the 2 paragraph summary questions. At least this paragraph summary you could have nailed. It was just that the answer choices were created just to put you in trap. That's all.